Hello my 30-day positivity challengers. Now welcome to my 31-day cashing out. Now for those of you that join the challenge, welcome. I hope you're cashing out along with me. For those of you that have just been observing through social media and you're curious or you have no idea what this is all about, welcome, and I'll give you a brief overview. I am called Samantha Jaggard, but I go under the name of Love CV. Why Love CV? We've all had a CV done for us in school, which amalgamated all of our skills and our grades, thrust that into the world, and this piece of paper determined where we were going to get a job interview, how eligible we were for certain jobs, and that would determine the rest of our working life. No, I've turned it into something for self-love, for yourself, for relationships, for friendships. And I always think we should always have a CV. Why not have some kind of aspirations for what we want out of love for ourselves alongside others? Doesn't always have to be a relationship, can be a friendship. So on the first thing of the Love CV is self-love. And I've tried lots of different things to, I guess, keep that alive and keep myself on track with the whole self-love thing and not be distracted by all the different visuals and things that go on in the world that make us feel like we need to value ourselves and measure ourselves alongside stuff that actually could be quite unobtainable, not the essence of us, and just not who we are as people. So you kind of walk away feeling a little bit defeated if you don't measure up to certain things that are put our way. So one of the tools that I've been using for a few years now is this. And this is my bank of positive currency. What I mean by that is when something positive happens, be that a positive behaviour, a positive moment or a positive memory, I will write it down or I will find something to mark it and I will put it in this box. Once it's put in here, it is called banked. Once it is banked, it becomes part of my emotional currency. So let's recap. Bank, box, whatever you want to call it, of positive behaviours, memories and moments. You write them down or you find something to mark it. Once you've put it in here, it's been banked. Once it's been banked, it becomes part of your emotional currency. Now, cashing out, what does that mean? It means you lift the lid off your bank and all of the things that you have put in here are yours. They're yours to cash out. They're yours to remind you of your positive behaviours and memories and moments. I use this language, you might have a scrapbook, you might have a jar with notes in it, you might have a memory wall, you might have, various different things. But how often do you really look at that? How much does it really mean to you? I like the language banking because I used to be someone that used to manage my value at one point through what I was getting paid, what I had in the bank, what clothes I had on my back, what shopping I could afford. And after a while that becomes draining and it wears you down, especially if 1 minute you're up here, then you're here, and then you're here. I really wanted to look into myself and my own self-value, and this is the healthiest tool that I found, and I wanted to share it with you, hence me bringing you the 30-day positivity challenge, because you cannot keep these kind of things to yourself. And now whenever I want self-assurance, whenever I need my self-value reassured, I look into myself, I look into my box with things that have happened to me, around me, for me, and things that I've seen. So, in no particular order, these are the things that I've banked and I want to cash them out with you. So, I got lots and lots of thank you stickers, and the reason why is sometimes you go out and things happen that make you smile, or you overhear a conversation, or you see something and you don't even know who those people are, and you can't always thank people that put a smile on your face in the day. So I banked some stickers just to say thank you to strangers. That's a really, really, really good feeling. Get that vibe. I also got some medals because, let me just thank myself, see. After a while of writing notes, I wanted something a little bit more touchy-feely, a little bit more fun, a little bit more creative, to mark the positive things that were happening. So I got myself some medals, and I have quite a few of those in the box, rewarding myself for various things that happened within my day, week, and big towards the end of the month. Or bearing in mind, I didn't bank stuff every single day, because guess what? Not every day is positive, but the positivity can catch up as the weeks go on. A flurry of things can happen towards the end of the month. So don't worry if when you join the challenge, you don't have anything in your box, because things will happen when they're meant to happen. It's about you recognising them. It's about you taking the time to get them, mark them, and bank them into your box. Even if you only have one thing to cash out, it's one thing you didn't have before. I also collected my cards of when I got engaged, because that was a really beautiful moment, and some of the wording in the cards that I've collected really do stimulate the kind of friends and family, the people I do have in my life, and it really does make for a booster in a positive day, and these are really valuable emotional currency. Smiley faces. Now these marked a lot of things that happened through the month. Now, some of my friends had birthdays. My little sister had a birthday in January. A really good friend of mine in Australia gave birth to a baby boy. So I like to tribute these things. Lots of different smiley faces. They also mark for me when I've achieved small tasks that I set myself and new things I wanted to do this year. So they will be coming in another video when I do another challenge. But all my smiley faces have marked various little bits that will come together to further me in the year. No, it's nothing heavy. It doesn't. The reason why I didn't want to do or get involved in New Year's resolutions, because I find that New Year's resolutions become a list of must-dos, things that you hold yourself to, and things happen in life, and sometimes you just can't get around to doing things, and then before you know it, you've got mid-month and you're looking at this list feeling disappointed that you haven't achieved stuff, or you get to the end of the month and the can-do list turned into a didn't-do list. And I think it can almost have the reverse effect that it had when you first wrote it, to stimulate you to do things. You get to the end of the month, you haven't done certain things, and you almost start to feel down and feel bad. With the 30-day positivity challenge, you're taking it day by day. It's about recognising, stopping for a moment and recognising what is positive, what can become a memory, what can also grow into a behaviour. Once it is banked, it is yours to keep. Once it is banked, it is yours to cash out. Once you start cashing stuff out, your value system and who you are as a person. Listen, you don't have to look outside of yourself to value. Start this, do this, join in with me. I want to share this feeling with everybody. I'm actually not going to stop until the whole world is no longer measuring themselves through their monetary value. They are measuring themselves through their positive behaviours, memories and moments. Okay. Oh, I also did a memory wall for my mum. So I went into the loft and I got loads of old school pictures of when she was young, her with her friends, pictures of me, my little sister when we were younger, then I progressed them as we got older. I made a beautiful collage. I went to several charity shops to get an eclectic mishmash of photo frames, and I went to the house and I gave them to my dad because he's just decorating her room at the moment, so we're going to put various bits up. So I did a memory wall for my mum because she has MS and she's now working very much on visuals and things that happen in her life day by day to stimulate her memories. So I would have done this box with her, but she wouldn't have taken it in the same, so I made a really big beautiful memory wall, and when that goes up I will do a video of that and I will show you what you can do to stimulate memories in a parent that needs their day-to-day visuals to keep them on track. Anyway, so I did do a couple of notes, and for those of you that saw my first ever video, I simply put on the 1st of January, launched my 30-day challenge to the world, and I started the new year sharing a positive habit with anyone that wanted to join, and thank you because lots of you have joined the challenge and I'm really, really grateful for that. So that was my first ever note and I'm really pleased. I don't know about you, but I always have loads of cards floating around that I haven't written out to anybody, and I seem to be collecting them in the just in case. So I've put them in my box because I've written out some just for use for people that they don't quite know they've influenced a positive day through my 30-day positivity challenge, and I'm going to post these off tomorrow to people to say thank you for having a positive effect and not even knowing it. So I think that'd be nice to turn up in someone's post box. And basically, when I went to Cirque du Soleil, that was on the bucket list. I really enjoyed that. A really nice letter from the hotel that we stayed at when we got engaged, because we really made the manager's day. So he sent us a really nice, and importantly, it was a handwritten letter. It was no email. It was not typed and printed. Handwritten. Love that. People seem to forget about handwriting and sending you paper these days. I have my business cards, my wedding invitations. I've got a stub from when I went on holiday to Australia, and I also have my letter. It's a really proud moment because a year to the day, February the 16th, it will be when I received this for the first time. My husband is Australian and we plan to emigrate out there, so I applied for my Australian permanent visa and it was granted, so that went into the box of positive currency. And to be honest, there isn't really a day that I don't get that letter out and read it and my emotional currency just doubles and triples, and I just feel like the most emotional wealthy girl in the world. So I wanted to share that with you because hopefully I'll be in Australia launching this 30-day challenge out there in the near future. And basically that is really it. It's just, skydiving. I cannot forget banking skydiving. This could have filled up the box all by itself. I could have emotionally traded off this and my permanent visa, I think, for the rest of my life. Anyone out there thinking of doing it, find somewhere beautiful, find somewhere nice, safe. I went to Airlie Beach near the Whitsunday Islands, 6 o'clock in the morning, over the mountains, over the sea. It was the most beautiful thing and the most amazing thing I ever did, skydiving. So I'll actually end on that really powerful note because the energy of that was just ridiculous. You know, if you're watching this video and you're interested in being involved or even just receiving some information on the 30-day challenge, there will be another one coming up. Join and subscribe to the website www.lovecv.co.uk, or keep watching me on social media, whatever your preference is. But don't miss out on this feeling. It's simple. Get yourself a box, a jar, an envelope. I don't care what you use, but just grab those positive moments, behaviours and memories and bank them and cash out with me the next time I'm cashing out. I'm not going to stop until the whole world is valuing themselves with really positive habits and not being held to ransom by what money they are earning or what money they do and don't have. Absolutely changed my life. The best thing I ever did to take back my power, to know who I am, what I'm doing and my value, and no one can take this away from me. It's all mine. This is my box of positive currency. Now I look forward to seeing more of you banking your positive behaviours, memories and moments. Listen, you've got nothing to lose. Get yourself a box, get yourself anything. Just join me. Look forward to hearing from you all. Samantha Jaggard, Love CV, 30 days of positive currency.